The city of Lagos is the epicenter for business, commerce, culture, education, tourism, entertainment, transportation, and much more. A mega city in progress. Let's explore further this unique city on the City of Lagos TV show. Thanks for tuning in. From the office of Mr. Governor brings you latest activities and official engagements of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State. First, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, in consonance with his government's rebuilt Lagos Drive, recently commissioned the refurbished and upgraded Iga Idugoran Healthcare Center with the Oba of Lagos, Oba Akiolu, traditional rulers, and cabinet executives in attendance. The governor affirmed his government's determination to sustain the temple in providing quality health care for Lagosians. He equally thanked all the corporate partners and other stakeholders for the support for the project.
In our continuation of project commissioning at the Lagos Island today, this is the third in series, and we're happy that what we're about to do is the completely refurbished and re-engineered Iga Idugoran Comprehensive Health Center. KBC have told us the history behind it, and it's been an edifice that all of us are truly proud of. But because of the incident that happened 3 years ago, both Zenith Bank and the Lagos Rebuild Project, which is the arm of Lagos government that is rebuilding using private sector fund, have turned the place back into glory. That's why I'm happy that I'm here today to formally and to officially commission and hand over this facility back to the community, to hand it over to you, for you to come in there and get well, for you to come with whatever ailment. You might come in here, but you will receive comprehensive health coverage and you will get well. I want to thank all of the stakeholders, from Rebuild Lagos to Zenith Bank to the officials of Ministry of Health and all of you, the Primary Health Board, that have been part and ensuring that we can put this edifice back to use today.
In his continuous determination to deliver in the area of road infrastructural development, the Lagos State Governor commissioned the Adeniji Adele and Takpa Street. Mr. Governor, in his speech, emphasized the strategic importance of the project.
I'm happy and I'm excited that we are here at the famous, strategic, important road on Lagos Island, the Adeniji Adele and Takpa Street Road, here in the heart of Lagos Island. From the name itself, there is nobody that do not know how important and how strategic this road is to the life of our people and to the communities that are around Lagos Island. Apart from the fact that the name was from our royal father, one-time king in Lagos, who is of blessed memory by the name Adeniji Adele, is also a strategic road that traverses a major artery on Lagos Island. And it was also not just a road that we choose based on emotion. It was a road having done extensive strategic regeneration review that indicated for us that for us to start the extensive regeneration of Lagos Island, we need to start from the northern part of Lagos Island. And so if you come into Lagos Island from Sura, from the Third Mainland Bridge, you will enter into Takpa Street and thereafter into Adeniji Adele. And that's what we've done. We've built from a 2-lane to a 4-lane with sidewalks, with drainage of international standard. We've completely reconstructed this whole stretch of road. And this complements our belief and our resolve to ensure that there's meaningful development in all nooks and crannies of the state.
To affirm his government's commitment to provision of quality educational environment in public schools in Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commissioned the Otedola Junior High School in Ebutemeta. Mr. Governor, who posited the deliberate effort to sustain quality education in the state, highlighted some of the facilities in the school.
Today, we're commissioning and handing over these blocks of classrooms, which includes laboratory, staff room, sick bay, principal's office, vice principal's office, 36 toilets, and of course a multi-purpose use court. The court, as you can see, can be for tennis, long tennis competition, it can be for basketball, it can be for volleyball, it can be for badminton. So the students take turns and they can exhibit their skills, and their knowledge right out here. It also has a walkway and of course a well-lawn, which is where we are seated here today.
And finally, from the governor's office, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, alongside his deputy, Dr. Amzat, led by the head of service, conducted a walk-in visit to some key parastatals in the secretariat, Alausa, for an on-the-spot assessment of the working environment and to equally feel the pulse of civil servants. Mr. Governor was quite impressed with what he met on ground and equally assured Lagosians and civil servants of better days ahead under his administration.
So today, I've gone around several ministries and commission offices in Alausa, Mr. Deputy and myself, and of course, led by the head of service, Mr. Akim Kola, and a large body of permanent secretaries. To have on the spot assessment, encourage staff, see what the environment looks like, and ask questions as into how should we hit the ground running again. We've actually hit it, but how should we ensure that everybody is on board? What are the new policy directions that we have? We've talked in my speech yesterday around the Teams Plus, how well do we begin to drive those additional new pillars into it. And it's not out of place. That's why we also came to Ministry of Youth and Social Development, Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Ministry of Budget and Planning, and rest relevant strategic ministries, like that, because it fits into, our game plan for the next 4 years.
And that's a wrap from the Governor's Office segment on the City of Lagos TV show. The show will continue right after this timeout. Stay tuned. You're welcome to another interesting edition of Local Government in Focus. This is a segment on the City of Lagos TV show where we try to showcase, celebrate, project and promote the success story of governance at the grassroots level. You will agree with me that grassroots governance is very strategic because this is the tier of government that is closer to the people. And of course, whatever happens at this level will actually be a very strong determination to ascertain, verify, and of course, find out what exactly has been the story in delivering the dividends of democracy to our citizenry. Lagos State is a very critical state. And of course, this is a state driven by the team's agenda of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. So today, our focus on this segment is Yaba Local Council Development Area under the able leadership of Honorable Kayode Omiyale. Honorable Chairman, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you. Chairman, we are aware of very great giant strides of your office in this LCDA. But first, let's look at, before you came on board, what was the situation you met on ground?
Thank you so much. We want to thank God that we came on board in July 2017. And before our administration came in, it was 2 years after the last elected administration. The last elected administration left in 2014. And within 2014 and 2016, we have what we call executive secretary, who are the aims of affairs of the local government. And within 2016 to 2017, when we came in, we have administrator. And they couldn't do so much in terms of governance because they are just an ordinary administrator. But honestly, I have to make this remark. The government that left office in 2017 performed wonderfully well. He left so many legacies in which, when we came in, one or two of those legacies that probably is going down, we have to reactivate them. We start building on it. And our party, they have an agenda. They have a program that they are given to all elected as a blueprint. What's going to be our guide? What's going to be our focus? And this agenda include, among other things, provision of health facility, provision of good and quality education, environmental sanitation, infrastructure, poverty alleviation, youth development, sports and games activities, security. You agree with me that for some years, the issue of security has been very, very germane in our country. So within the 100 days of our office, we thank God that we're able to do so much in the area of infrastructure. Under 100 days in our office, we're able to reconstruct 3 roads: Amusa Road, Obadinon Road, and Ajaibembe. We're able to complete those 3 roads. We have 9 political wards in our local government. And to the glory of God, we have touched roads in all the 9 wards. Like in Ward A, Adekunle, we rehabilitated Bronu Way, Olayinka by Makoko. At Ward B, we rehabilitated a very big road there. I think that's the largest road. The road cost us about 120 million in 2019. That is Okwagbon by Church Street. And the road that we are doing is not just to put advert there. It is interlocking with the drainage, cover drainage. And that Okwagbon is a road that's been abandoned. In fact, flood has already taken the place. The road has been totally collapsed, and the people are now using canoe to cross. But when we came in, we referred it back to road. Under the 114 road during Ambode regime, we were able to do Ishola by Tokumbo by McQueen. That one includes street lights. Then More Road, we've just done that one. We have just completed that one. Lawan Road, somewhere at Onike, we have done that. At Iwaya, we have done Igbore by Pedro. Then presently we are at Abule Jisha, where we are doing Akinshola by Bailey Road. So we have so many of that. We're able to organize an empowerment program, which cost us almost 40 million. And our own kind of empowerment is not just to pick youth on the road or to ask people to bring slots. We have to invite all the artisans, went into their association where they nominated people for us. We gave them tools and we gave them wares where they can trade with. Our local government is known for fishing. We have one of the fishing markets in Yaba City, that is Makoko Ashegiri Fishing Market. And we have the people that are fishermen in that area, the Eguns, the Ijos. So we brought them on board, give them fishing boats and all other fishing equipment to ease their fishing activities. All this under 100 days in office. And our local government is a citadel of education. So we took the issue of education as priority, starting from giving GC forms to 100, 150 indigent students. And immediately they have their results, we invite them. Whoever that has 5 or 6 credits that is qualified to enroll for JAMB, we enroll them for the JAMB. So also we are having 100 JAMB form for the indigent students. By the time they pass their JAMB, we monitor their admission to those people that are able to get cut-off marks. Thank God we have all the segments of education in our local government. Talk of College of Education, we have it. Talk of Polytechnic, we have it. Talk of university, be it private or government, we have them in our local government. So give them some moral support. We give them some administrative support that whoever that choose any of the institution within our local government, we give them all the support to gain admission. And in the area of environmental, the governor at the state level at that time, in person of Ambode, came up with Vision Scape, where he's trying to come up with another way of discharging the solid waste and some other thing. Our local government took active part in that. We have a designated areas where people within the community can discharge their waste. We distributed containers in strategic places. And not only that, we're able to purchase compactor for the local government that is going around the local government at least twice in a week to complement the effort of PSP. And at the same time, we are collaborating with the market women and the CDA on how to take care of the environment. Our local government is prone to flooding, so we could not fold our hands. Many times when we have heavy downpour, many areas used to submerge with water. In Makoko area, in Iwaya area, in Ablioja. So we are giving them day-to-day enlightenments that, look, don't discharge your waste in the canal or in the drainage. And at your own level, don't wait for the government to come and clean the drainage in front of your house. You can do that on your own. And make sure that even if you desilt the drainage in your house, if you cannot pack it, if you are aware of it, we'll come there and do it for you. So we are collaborating with the CDA, with the market women, the community leaders, and some other things. And we thank God that we're able to achieve, some progressive results.
For youth and women empowerment, is there any financial support for women who are into small trade and all that?
When we are talking about artisan, it is still within the region of the youth. It's the youths that are doing fashion designing, or barbing, or mechanics, carpentry, or whatever. Majority of these people, they are youth. You see, we have been very careful in giving out funds because we are not only training them how to fish, but we are taking them to the pond. We take them to the river. We put them inside the fishing boats where necessary at times. We do a sort of check and balances. We give you so much, what have you achieved? If we discover that, this person is a good manager of funds, we can try to add more to it. That is what we did to celebrate our 100 days for the second time. We did a very wonderful empowerment where we selected 100 traders, youth and aged. We picked them on their trade, even people that are selling pure water by the roadside, and we gave them 100,000. And apart from that, every month, we used to gather 80 aged people and 20 widows. We go to their community that, in this community, give us 80 aged people from 60 years and above. Then the widows, within 40, 35, 50, we give them stipend, 10,000, 20,000, just to support them. Also, we educate them. Now, look, in our local government, we have this health center very close to your place. Go there, do simple checkup. Check your BP, check your prostate cancer, check your sugar level, check all this. And it's going to be free.
How many health centers or health institutions do you have in this LCDA? And what are those things you've done to improve their capacity to deliver quality health service?
When we came in 2017, we have 4 PAC on ground. Very unfortunate for us. One of our community, where we believe that we have the highest population in our local government, that area doesn't have any PAC. So we took it upon ourselves with full determination, and under our 2 years in office, we're able to, establish a very big, in fact, it's the biggest PAC in that community, and it is more equipped, very close to us here, at Dekule area, Ayetoro. That is where we have it. One of the major challenge we have in the area of health is personnel. We don't have enough personnel to mount this area. At least 3 of our PAC out of 5 are running 24 hours. We need more doctors, we need more nurses, we need lab technicians, we need pharmacists. We are working towards this. On our own, we have to employ doctors. We cannot give them full employment. We hire retired nurse, retired matrons, in which we are using in our centers, just to keep the place going.
So, Chairman, area of security, how safe is Yaba LCDA?
To God be the glory. In Lagos State today, Yaba is the most safe local government we have, and I will tell you the reason. One, at our own level, we used to have our monthly peace and security meeting, which consists all the security agencies, community leaders, traditional leaders, market women, all those major stakeholders. They are members of this community. And what do we look at? We look at how safe our environment. We look at, is there any area where we believe there's a sort of drugs activities? Is there any area where we believe that cultism has been a major issue? Even up to the traffic management. Our local government, we have about 5 army barracks, and we have 3 major police formation. Going to Sabo, you have Sabo police station. And all the police stations, they have their own police post. We have one police post at Makoko. We have one at Iwaya. We are trying to establish another one in Ablioja. And all of us, we have been cooperating. Whenever we are having our meetings, representatives from all these formations, including the area commander, do attend the meeting once in a while when he has the opportunity to do that. To also complement the effort of our policemen, in 2021, we have to give 2 utility vehicles to all the police formation we have. We gave the area commander 1 vehicle, Banti here 1 vehicle, Adekunle police station 2, Sabo police station 2 vehicles. The vehicle for the laboring is the local government that responds for the servicing and maintenance of those things. We know that the major security challenge that we may have is through the youth. So many a times we used to have interaction with our youth. We have a chat with them. We organize programs for them. Sometimes ago we organized a sort of music fiesta where we put them at a road park there. Okay, come and show your talent on how to sing, DJ, and some other thing. We have it. We have organized one sport activities which they tag after my name 3 years ago, somewhere around Ablejesha, behind Yaba Tech. So we have something like that.
You've been watching Local Government in Focus, and we've been speaking with the Executive Chairman of Yaba Local Council Development Area, Honorable Kayode Omiyale. Now, Chairman, let's look at education. We're looking at the public schools, because the level and the quality of education in the public schools is very important. How many public schools do you have in Yaba SDA? And what have you done to improve their quality?
According to Nigeria Constitution, primary school is a program of the local government. In Yaba SDA, we have 26 primary schools. Then we have 5 vocational centers, in which we call home econ centers. Then we have 1 special school. That is Modupe Memorial Handicap School at Akoka there. In the first instance, when we came in, we rehabilitated 3 primary schools. Military Primary School, St. Agnes Primary School, then another school at Makoko there. Then we built a primary school right from the foundation, 2-story building with 21 classrooms, head teacher's office, sick bay, high city rooms, library, in which we named after our senator at that time, First Lady of Nigeria, in person of Senator Dr. Oluremi Tinubu OON. So we have the school at Onitsha there. Senator Oluremi Tinubu Model Nursery Primary School, Onitsha. Then every year, we used to supply exercise books to all the pupils in primary school. At least a pupil right from primary, even from nursery to primary 6, will be given a pack of 10 exercise books together with school bag and mathematical set for primary 4, 5, 6. We celebrated Children's Day, where we bring all our students in our schools, give them, they do math pass, engage in one activities, singing competition, reading poems, and some other thing, and we give them, something for refreshments. Then we inherited an abandoned library, if I may use that word. It's a library that was established during colonial era, but the place had been abandoned for so many years. So when we came in, took it upon ourselves to rehabilitate that library. We have completed the structural aspect of the library. We want to equip it, and we are trusting God that in a couple of months, we want to put in place what we call a library. We are working towards making a place ICT centers where the place can be used for either JAMB exam, GC exam, or all other international exams, because we are contemplating to have nothing less than 300 computer systems there, together with servers, and we make it available for the students, university students, polytechnic students, secondary school students. We give them the card that make them, to have access to the place.
The Lagos State Governor has, of course, been inaugurated for another second term. When we speak to other local government chairmen, they are always full of praise of the governor for his very kind support. So what has been the level of support you've gotten from the governor in your LCDA?
The support has been very wonderful, tremendous. You see, one of the things that we local government enjoy, is even when our other people are clamoring for autonomy, in Lagos State, our allocation has been coming as at when due. The money given to us is not being, we are not giving directive, go and spend it on this, go and spend it on that. The only thing is that go and do projects, go and touch the life of the people. And that's what we are doing. The states have been doing a sort of fatherly role for us. Whenever we have problem on any issues, we run to them and they assist us. They bail us out. Whenever we need their support, they are always on ground to give it to us. We can see that our state government building hospitals here, renovating hospitals here, appointing medical personnel and some other thing. We also at our own level, we try to emulate that. And we are working towards that.
Chairman, what's the success with regards to revenue generation? How is the local government able to sustain itself, despite the fact that, of course, you get allocation? Because we know Lagos is a state that people want development, and it's expected that they're supposed to be able to fulfill their civic duty by paying their task. What's the story in Yaba LCDA?
In the area of our IGR, it has never been an easy task. You will agree with me that people don't have confidence in local government administration. They believe that local government, you just collect the government money, share it, and go out. They don't expect that local government are doing anything. They don't accept that Lagos State, the local government are building hospitals. They don't believe that local government are building roads. They don't, so they find it difficult to pay the normal rates that we're supposed to collect from them. And that is rate on radio and television. Then the market stores, and what have you. Where they pay so much is maybe 5,000. But people find it difficult to pay. But we have our own mechanism that we put in place. Whenever one of the mechanisms we are using is that whenever anybody has something to do at the local government, probably you want to do burial, and you want to use government cemetery. One of the levy that you are going to pay is television and radio levy. You want to use our registry. One of the levy that you are going to pay is radio and television. Even if you are not going to pay another one, you must pay that one. Any activities that you want to enjoy at the local government, you must pay that one. And once in a while, quarterly, we use what we call revenue drive, in which all officers will be on the field, checking receipts, your levy, and we make it as a point of duty. Within the first month, the 2 months of the year, all the bills has already gone to whoever they're supposed to pay. So, and we do the follow-up. And our last 3 years, except year 2020, when we have COVID, that's when we could not do anything on revenue. But all other years, at least we have been having 85%, 90% results in our IGR.
Let's look at training for the local government workforce. So what kind of training have you been able to organize?
Since I've come on board, we used to send our staff to staff training school, Magodo. At least nothing less than 10 staff will be sent every year, in which we are going to pay for all the tuitions, all the materials that they want to use there. Then apart from that, our HRO, Human Resources Officer, is always on ground to make sure that we organize in-house training for the drivers, the cleaner, the messengers, the clerk, the clerical officers for performance. Since our inception, at least we have sent officers abroad for training. I think about 2 months ago, we sent the House Leader and the CM to France for training on local government development activities. And about 2 weeks ago, about 5, including myself, were in Abuja for training on the productivities as far as local government is concerned.
What are the future plans for women, for children, for health, for road infrastructure? Because these are expectations of people.
In our future ambition, in the area of health, one of our health center is not functioning very well because of the situation of that area. The health center was built on a waterlogged area, and by the time they built it about 10 years ago, it was not well constructed. They didn't do enough piling for that place, and the place has sunk. So if any little rain falls, the whole will mess up, and people cannot walk for 2-3 days. So we are planning, God be on our side this year. We want to demolish the place, so we want to rebuild that place. And all other health centers too, we want to make sure that we put more equipment there, and we are still appealing to the state government to get us more medical personnel. We have written to the NYC that whenever we have copper who happen to be a medical personnel, be a doctor, that they should consider us. Then in the area of empowerment, the other time I mentioned that we gave out 100,000 to some people. Anytime from now, we want to go out to go and assess the performance of those people. Then before we leave the office, we want to make sure that all our primary schools, we are able to create an enabling environment for the students and for the teachers alike. Not only the infrastructure, but putting the necessary furnitures for the pupils to learn, for teachers to work. So we are working towards that. God be on our side. We want to make sure that the issue of flooding in our local government become things of the past. We will try as much as possible to clear the canals, clear the drainages, and we have been working on that. And I want to seize the opportunity to thank Lagos State government who have started working at Oyedepo canals going down to Makoko to Okwagbon canal. Lagos State have already redredging that area, and all other secondary, primary drainages. We as local government will not relent on our effort. We are going to do that.
Fishing is a major economic activity in LCDA Yaba. Are you trying to blow up the commercial potential?
Sure. For the past 3 years now, whenever they are doing International Food Day, where they invite the communities, the market to come and showcase agricultural products, our local government has been coming first. And what we use to showcase is the fishing activities. Apart from giving the boats or whatever we are also giving them the drums for whoever that want to do the fishing rearing within their homes. We give them the materials to do that. So we are giving them support.
Honorable Miale, you are a man of so many awards: humanitarian award against sexual and gender-based violence in Yaba LCDA, most compliant council on IT, and so many other awards. Honorable, tell us, what is driving you? What's your driving force?
We believe in the policy of both federal and the state government. This is what they want us to do. This is their vision. We play along with that vision. For example, the ICT compliance. In 2021, the local government service commission established another unit in all the local government. That is ICT units. And we became the first local government that first of all established that ICT and put all the necessary equipment there. We are not working in isolation. We partner with so many organizations. Any organization that spread the hands of fellowship to us, we play along with them.
What's your relationship with traditional rulers here?
We have an officer in charge of chieftaincy. We have officers, we have a cabinet member as a chieftaincy officer. Every year, we used to host the traditional council, which comprises 7 local governments. From this place, mainland, Apapa, Surulere. And under that, we have 3 traditional rulers. Now we have about 5 of them. We have Obagbobi Sabe. We just installed Ulu of Iwaya. We have Obaloto of Oto and Lagos mainland. We have Ojora. We have, in this senatorial district, we have the highest number of bailiffs, about 18 of them. And all of them, they are on our payroll.
On a final note, Chairman, what's your word to the residents of Yaba LCDA, your workforce, and to other stakeholders who have also given you all the necessary support to make these great achievements?
Let me start by saying that to congratulate the people of Yaba and Lagos in general. Congratulate them that they're able to bring back our performing governor. And for Sanwo-Olu to come back for a second time is a blood tonic in the body of development of citizens of this state and the local government. We are going to give ourselves a sort of matching order to make sure that to whom much is given, much is expected. So I want to assure people that we are not going to relent on our efforts. We will not take the support they are giving to our government for granted. We will make sure that they enjoy the dividend of democracy, even more than what they are bargained for. We will try as much as possible to touch the life of the youth, to touch the life of the aged, to touch the life of the widow. And I want to commend my staff, the career officers, even the politicians, the councillors, the cabinet members. They have been very wonderful. Then I want to commend all our partners, the private organizations that have been working with us. I want to tell them that our doors to open. And since all of us were looking for the development, the growth of this local government, we are ready. Our door is open 24 hours. Come to us. Whatever they need from us, we will do it. We are giving out tax holiday. That, okay, for your first year existence in this local government, don't pay any levy to local government. And many of them reciprocate that gestures. We have an hotel in this area. We power the street lights. Within that community, about 2-3 rows in this area is putting street light there. We have seen an organization that, construct the road in his community. And when we say that, we commend them, we give them certificate of honor, and we give them some relief. And whatever they have, whenever they have any problem, they run to us. So these are some of the things that we have been doing.
So, Executive Chairman, I want to thank you for coming on the program. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Interestingly, the story we met here today gives us a clear indication that your administration and your workforce at the Yaba LCDA is working and is delivering the dividends of democracy to Lagosians. And so it's been a wonderful time speaking with the Executive Chairman of Yaba LCDA, talking about Honorable Kayode Adejare Omiyale. I want to simply describe him as a man of action, result-oriented, dynamic, and vibrant in delivering quality leadership to Lagos residents in Yaba LCDA. We've been able to look at, in a holistic picture, the various efforts of his administration to deliver grassroots governance. And so we want to wish him all the best. And so the City of Lagos TV show on the Lagos Local Government in Focus segment will come your way again next week. The show will continue after this moment. Stay tuned. The continuous phenomenal transformation of the city of Lagos creates a better future for all Lagosians. So, let's keep loving and protecting this great city, Lagos. Until we come your way again next week on the show on TV Nigeria. Thanks for watching.